Hi Aries, this is your reading for the week beginning the 6th of April 2020. This is a general reading taking a look at the energies affecting you right now. It might not resonate with all of you, there's a lot of Aries about after all, but take from it what you find useful and hopefully it'll help. Right Aries, are you ready? Let's see what the cards have got to tell you. So, first up, we've got the Mirror, and yeah, this is kind of telling you that you need to look at things a different way. You need to sort of let go some of the control and relax a little bit. This is the energy that's sort of affecting you at the moment. You've got to sort of relinquish your need to be in charge. Just go with the flow. Take life at a slightly slower pace for a while. It might surprise you. And your focus right now, I think you've kind of felt in a difficult situation for a while where you perhaps couldn't really see the wood for the trees. Everything's been kind of closing in on you. And this card comes in to try and tell you that you need to be aware of what's happening around you. Don't focus just on yourself and your immediate environment. Take a step back, look at the bigger picture. This is kind of what you're being encouraged to do here. Just sort of, there's a lot of chaos and confusion around you, I think, at the moment, and you need to sort of start paying attention. Pay attention to what's going on. Yeah, I think that's the key theme here. You need to be aware of what other people are up to and what the situation's doing. Now, your thoughts are very sort of creative at the moment. You've got a lot of creative ideas that you want to act on. You're really thinking about sort of making changes, manifesting these ideas that you've got. But at the same time, your feelings are kind of very different. It's like there's something that you're hanging on to that you really shouldn't be. I think that's dragging you down. It's making you very distressed at times. You need to take a step back and decide what it is that you need to let go of. There's things in your life that maybe you're hanging on to that actually are long gone now, whether this is relationships, career, whatever. There's things that have vanished from your life. They're no longer with you, they're no longer supporting you, but you're still desperately trying to cling on to them, and you kind of need to let go. You need to sort of make your peace with them and let go of that. And we've got boredom. Now this is kind of what drives the issue. You're not happy with the situation that you're in at the moment. You might have everything around you that you need. You might have everything you thought you wanted. This is coming back to this here, that there were things that it's things that are over, things that are gone, and I think they're still in your life. They're still a big part of your life, and it's time to move on from that. I think because this is all about your motivation. What's pushing you forward, and what's pushing you forward is this sense of unease and unhappiness and boredom, and just that nothing's really serving you at the moment. The things that are around you are not what's making you happy. Yeah, we've definitely got to leave something behind here. Coming into the future, there's this real separation. You're severing contact with something or someone. You're moving forward into a completely new life, a new way of thinking. It might be a painful process. Leaving things behind usually is. It's quite difficult for you, I think. I think it might be a tricky time as you head forward, but ultimately I think it'll be beneficial. Yeah, I think that kind of pain about it might linger for a while. This could be you, or it could be coming from someone else. I mean, the key word on the card is jealousy, but it goes beyond that. It's all those nasty, niggly feelings that undermine us, really. You don't want this kind of energy in your life, and at the moment this is ahead of you. This is something you need to deal with. It's generally connected to a person. Maybe someone is very resentful towards you and the actions that you're taking. That might cause you a few headaches. It's something that you need to be aware of. I kind of think you're afraid of moving on. The hawk, the Knight of Arrows, he takes very sort of swift action. He sees things quite clearly, he's focused, he knows what he wants to do, and once he's made his mind up, then he acts. And I think there's something you've got to do. You've got to move on. You've got changes to make, and you're scared to take that step at the moment. I think you need to be on your own. This is all about withdrawal and going within and thinking about things, really sort of focusing on you and your inner feelings. And I think for a long time you haven't really been able to do that. You've been so trapped in this situation that you've not been able to take the time to really kind of focus on what it is you want. And I think this is telling you now, this is what you want, this is what you're craving. You need this period of reflection. Now I'm going to give the cards another shuffle, and we'll see if we can get some kind of clarity, a little bit more depth to what we've said already. And I'm hoping the flat upstairs stops the DIY, because that's going to get on my nerves. We've got the green woman. She quite literally has the cauldron of creation in front of her. She's all about growth and energy and fertility. And I think this is something that's been lacking in your life at the moment, and you need to allow yourself to feel this. You've got to let go of all the struggle, everything that you've been fighting against, and start to welcome this kind of energy in. You've got to sort of surrender up to this instead of fighting and trying to force things through. You've got to really kind of let go and allow yourself to start feeling this kind of positive energy. Because you will feel better. These difficulties and everything, this will pass. This is all about a close-knit community coming together. You've got a support network there. You might not actually be physically coming together at the moment if we're social distancing, but you're not on your own with all of this. You've got a support network behind you, and I think you're not always aware of that, but they're there for you. Yeah, you this struggle you've been going through, it's really taken its toll on you. You've been incredibly tired and worn down. You may even been prone to physical illness, but this is all about taking some time to rest, to recuperate, to recover from everything. There's some kind of affliction, some kind of wounding that's happened, whether that's emotional, physical, it doesn't really matter which here. It's something that you need to take time to recover from, and unless you can do that, you're not going to be able to build these new things. It's from this healing that you'll find the strength to create whatever it is you're building here. Yeah, and we've got creativity again, and again you're building something solid. You know, you've got these two two cards here. They're both about sort of taking ideas and manifesting them into reality. There's something you really want, and it's on your mind a lot all the time. And this is coming in to say, you know, you can achieve that. You can build this, whatever it is that you've got in mind. You can make that work for you, but you've got to let go of the past first, otherwise it's just not going to happen. It is a struggle. You know, life can be hard at times, and you clearly are not happy with your lot at the moment. And it's going to take time to work through that. But you can't give up. You know, don't just sit there and think, oh, I just can't be bothered. This card is all about being lethargic and just no interest in the things around you, even when they're nice things, even when it's things you wanted. You've got to drag yourself up. You've got to make yourself deal with this. You've got to move yourself forward, and it's going to be difficult. You're not going to enjoy the process, but you can get there. You're going to find it worthwhile in the end. It's not a struggle that's in vain. This is a struggle that is productive, that's taking you somewhere, that's adding to your growth. Now, Ten of Stones, again, we've got this solid structure here. We've got these big solid structures right throughout your reading. You're craving this security, and at the moment I think you really haven't got it, or if you have, it's not fulfilling you, and you need to be moving away from this. You're kind of separating from it, breaking out on your own. You've got to rebuild it. What's existing at the moment isn't enough. You've got to move on from that, start afresh, rebuild something strong and dependable that you can rely on. Because you can be happy and you can have everything you want, and this is kind of, you know, a cornucopia of happiness. Everything positive is reflected in this card, and yet it's coming out on top of this one. So I kind of feel that there are people around you who will resent this. They're resenting that you move forward, that you've got things you want to do, places you want to go. They're not going to be very happy about it. So you need to be aware of that. I think it comes back to this, being aware of your surroundings and your situation. You've got to be aware of what's happening with other people, because they might just try and undermine your progress. Now we've got the Lovers here, and this is coming out with the Hawk in what you're afraid of. So whether you're trying to break free of a relationship, whether you're trying to move on from something, I don't know, but there's a connection here that should be very positive, and yet I'm getting the feeling that it isn't, that it's kind of served its purpose. There's something here that is ready to be released, and I think things are going to change quite quickly. And this period of reflection that we were talking about earlier, it's going to lead to this, you know, the Eight of Vessels. This is all about rebirth and regeneration. This is refreshing you. This is all new positive energy coming in. But it's coming after this separation, this time alone, this withdrawing within yourself for a while. You need time to think and to work out where you're going next, and it will be positive. There is a way forward, and you will feel much better for it, but it's going to be a difficult process to get there. Right, so that's it for you, Aries. Please like and subscribe, and if you'd like to have a private reading, then all the details will be below. Thank you.